Fingers crossed. If I get stuck in here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Folks, today on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, this is gonna get dicey. We got the skid loader stuck and I'm not gonna be able to get it out today. What a fun job. Look at this. Let's have some fun. Woo!
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. Today we've got a project with the Little Gale RT210. We've got a few other implements we're going to be using. I've got some cleanup work to do. So we're going to be using the Tri-L Precision Manufacturing brush cutter right here. This is called the Bigfoot cutter. We're also going to be using the Tri-L grapple and this tooth bucket over here. Let's take you over and show you real quick. This is the project for today. Brand new. Big shout out to Tri-L Manufacturing, guys. I'll post a link down in the video description for you. We got ourselves a blue jay up there fussing at us. So today's project, as you can see, we're on an area of the farm you guys have probably never been. I hear you. That worked. All right, so let's explain to you what we're doing. And the best way for me to explain it to you is to actually take you on the four-wheeler down to the bottomland. This is leading into some tree harvesting that I'm going to be doing. And I'll show you kind of real quickly what kind of trees we're going to be taking out. We're going to be cutting some firewood back in here. And as I walk back in the forest, this is a spot that used to be a field, a tobacco field. And it's overgrown for about 40 years. The bottomland we're going to be clearing off used to be tobacco fields. My neighbor told me they have nematodes in those fields, so the tobacco never ever did very good. But here's what we've got. Let's walk in the forest real quick. So in here in the forest, we've got trees. This is a gum tree. It's undesirable. This is a white oak, super desirable. This is a poplar, something we could harvest for lumber. So if we look back through here, we kind of want to eliminate these gum trees, but we can use them for firewood when they're that small. That wood will not split. This is a beautiful white oak. These trees need space in between them in order to thrive. And that's what part of the goal is eventually here. Now, we're going to be harvesting some pine to build things on the farm, like chicken coops and the inside of the mega shop, all sorts of stuff. I've got a Wood-Mizer sawmill over there, but we've got to get in and we've got to harvest some of these trees. So these are pine trees. These are called Virginia pines or yellow pine, southern yellow pine. There's probably, I don't know, 50 of them right in this area right here. And the hardwoods are starting to choke out the pine trees. And what that does is takes this pine tree and makes it fall down and go to waste. We don't want any of that to go to waste. So stay tuned for a future video. We're going to work our way back through this forest here, and we're going to be making tons of dimensional lumber to use on the farm. Like I said, building chicken coops, building deer stands, building tower blinds, all sorts of fun stuff. So be sure you're subscribed. Let's take a little trek down this trail and show you guys the bottomland that we need to clear up. First things first, while we're headed down there, let's go ahead and get our machinery running so that we're up to our optimal temperature. And everything's good to go there. Oh, my key's in my pocket. There we go. Let's do a little digging. So here we are. This is a Gale RT210. It has a Yanmar diesel engine, 61 horsepower. There we go. We'll let this puppy purr like a kitten for a little bit. What do we got here? A little noise? A little rattle over there. Let's see what that rattle's coming from. Pretty much know what it's coming from. That. There we go. We're gonna take the ATV down this little bunny trail. There's quite a few little projects that we have to do. The first project is gonna be mowing, but the second project you'll see after we get done mowing. This may be a two-part series. Let's ride down here. Contact. So I had a forestry mulcher come through and mulch some of the tiny stuff right here. We'll just stop the four-wheeler. And this should have been a straight path or a straight trail through here. Well, you can see it's not. It kind of curves around and there's a hump of dirt, another hump of dirt, and we need to get those smoothed out, flattened out, and also get this stinking stump out of the way. Let's pull up here and take a look at that. So that's a maple stump, and it kind of needs to go. It's in the way. This is a hump of dirt right here where a tree fell over. We need to get that smoothed out and get that smoothed out, and eventually we're going to cut these and put them on the sawmill and or use for firewood. That's a poplar, 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 maple. Okay, and this little hump right here is in the way. This is where a tree fell down, okay? So a tree fell that way a long time ago and left this hump of dirt. As you can tell, we've got a nice wide swath through here. We're going to be building fencing through here at some point. We also have the largest pine tree on the Stoney Ridge farm right there. That is a big boy, and it is dying. This tree is absolutely, let me just give you an idea of how large this tree is. I'm a big guy. This thing just makes me look like a baby. This is the largest pine tree I've ever seen on this property. There's another really large one right here. There's probably enough lumber in this tree to build a house. I mean, really. I think it's too big. It would take 3 people to reach around it. I think it's too big to put on the mill. And the problem is these pine beetles. So pine beetles have bored everywhere there's a little knob of pitch right here. That's where pine beetles have bored, and they're all the way up the tree. Half the tree is already dead. I do not like this. You can see where they've been boring right here. This is an old fence line, okay? There's the old fence line, and this tree needs to go also. It's leaning, so this will go on the sawmill for sure. Stay tuned for future videos there. Another nice big pine right there. We're gonna drop off over a hillside here real quick, and you're gonna see just how steep it is. The camera does it no justice. We may get stuck down here. So a thought process has to be designed to get us out from down here. I've brought the skid loader down before, and I have been stuck before. So we may have to cut a path up through the woods in order to get back out of here later today. Let's see how that goes. We're dropping. We're probably, I don't know, 9%, 10% grade right here. Probably down to about a 20% grade. And then this is straightforward, guys. This is like a little cliff right here. It just drops straight down. We're gonna go down that real quick. This is where, I mean, just looking back, all you see when you look back is up, right? That is really steep. This is the bottom. This bottom is what needs to be taken care of. So we had a forestry mulcher come through here and take out all of this undergrowth not too long ago, but we didn't get too far. We didn't get all of it done. And what my idea here is, there's some logs down here in the way. We need to get the grapple down and pile up all those logs. But my idea, we also have to take that guy out. I need to get out here and mow. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mow ourselves a path right through here. And I don't get down here very much, but I sure enjoy it. We've got to mow a pathway into here, and we've just got to start mopping some of this up, cleaning it up. There are persimmon trees, there are all sorts of awesome trees in here. Hackberry tree down over here. Let's just ride over and check it out. So that's a persimmon tree. Probably look on the ground right here and find ourselves a persimmon or two, if the possums and the raccoons and the deer haven't got them all. And it looks like, man, they are mopping it up. So for wildlife, this is the best place ever. I'm really kind of cleaning this out so I'll have a good spot to hunt, to be honest with you. We may take you on a hunt this year. I don't see any persimmons, not one. But I do see poison ivy on that persimmon tree. It's probably a 60-year-old persimmon. And we need to get that off for sure. So we'll go ahead and cut that poison ivy a little bit later on. Let's walk back here just a little bit and show you kind of what we've got going on. Again, this valley right here is absolutely gorgeous, and I had it forestry mulched. That was probably a year ago. This is a giant hackberry tree right here. They normally don't get that big, hence the limb that broke out of it. What we've got to do is mop it up in here, and then we're going to get back into the rougher stuff. I might as well just walk over here with you. It's kind of fun. While I'm walking, I'm looking for yellow jacket nests, because this is the time of year we'll hit a yellow jacket nest, and I wish I had a cab on my machine. That cutter from Tri-L will cut up to, I think, 3 or 4 inch stuff. I'll post it down there for you. I'll also post a link for it. So here's what's happening is we're getting taken back over by privet bushes. These are invasive Japanese privet. We have a creek that goes that way and a creek that goes this way. And our waterfall is straight up through there, but you can't see the waterfall. So here's what my goal for today is. Bring that skid loader all the way down, all the way through here, mow myself a path, and then I'm gonna get into this stuff right here. I'm gonna start clearing out and cleaning up some of this. I've got wild cherry in here, I've got poplar in here, all sorts of good stuff. And I also have a lot of mosquitoes in here. So we're gonna mop up all of this brush and debris, and you will be able to see all the way through here, and we'll take you to the waterfall. So stay tuned to the end. Let's go get the skid loader and hope we don't get stuck. If we do get stuck, then we're gonna have to cut our way out. It's just the way it is. And there's a lot of skeeters down here biting me on my bald head. Let's get up the hill. Woo! Man, there are a ton of mosquitoes down here. It's like Mosquito Alley. Look at the difference. I mean, guys, we were just down here looking through a brush pile like, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. It is an absolute wreck down here right now. I'm cutting stuff down that I probably shouldn't cut, and we still can't see all the way through to the waterfall, but I probably cleared a good half an acre right through here. Hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. The next section, we'll set a time lapse up right there. This is really thick, and really the camera does it no justice. This is some really, really rough and tumble stuff. I'll just walk you back in here a little bit. So this will be wiped clean, totally wiped clean. I'm finding that trees that are around this size, and this one's kind of rotten, but that's privet. It's kind of rotten. It'll take it out, no problem. It'll just push it right over and it'll just turn it to dust. I've run over everything 2 or 3 times so we chop up all the debris and you don't see a bunch of brush laying here. And again, that looked nothing like what it looks like now. We'll probably get in here with a chainsaw and take out some of this stuff, and we'll get us a burn pile somewhere down here. But as we walk back through, man, it's really thick. Right in here is really, really bad. The problem I get into here is pulling back and forth, and I'm afraid I'm gonna run off in the creek. I think this is a good spot for a time lapse, because guys, you can see just how thick that is. Now we're almost through to the waterfall. Let me walk you over here and show you. There's a seasonal creek that comes right through here, and we can easily navigate right across that little spot. The waterfall is just right there. I mean, so we're gonna come in and mop all this up too. It's gonna look really, really nice. But I think the thing to do is get into this section next, and then we'll poke our way through some of this. So we're standing at the creek. This is the before right here. I'll give the after in just a minute. This is 25 minutes of work so far. I mean, we are boogieing down. I think the machine speaks for itself. There are a few places in here I'm gonna have to get that grapple that's up top and bring down here. I almost need a little chainsaw to just lop off this stuff right here. You can see it's about a 35-foot tall tree. Got a couple pretty ones that I want to keep. This beautiful little hackberry tree, I definitely want to keep it on this little peninsula. But look at that, wipe that clean. I'm a little nervous about going across the creek over here, so let me show you. I say creek, it's just a dry, seasonal, wet area pretty much. And I've got to get over, the waterfall is right there. And I want to wipe this clean right here too, get all this little brush and debris. So I've got to find the best place to cross, and I think it's going to be right here. Let me show you guys, and we'll just show you crossing real quick. It's pretty sandy right here, very little moisture in the ground. Let me just step on it. Yeah, we're pretty solid right there. So I feel pretty comfortable crossing the creek right here, and then we're gonna mop up all that right there. Fingers crossed. If I get stuck in here, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it's not quicksand. I think I'm just gonna shoot right across. Are you kidding me? Stuck. I thought this might happen. How on earth am I gonna get out of that? I'm gonna have to phone a friend. But it's a little softer than I thought it was. We're hung up. That's it. I'm not gonna be able to get out of there. Let me take you over and show you where the waterfall is. It's just right through here. We're literally, I don't know, 25 feet from the waterfall. You know, a track skid loader like that will get stuck. There's a waterfall. Pretty waterfall, huh? Well, let me look at this thing and scratch my head a little bit. See what we got going. Again, we're just right there. Not far away from where we need to be, but we're buried up. It's just soft right there. Man, I knew when I got right here what happened. It's not too soft for the machine to come out, but the bottom of the machine is on the ground. That's the issue. I can't. I was trying to stick this in the ground and push backwards, try to push it back that way, but I can't do it right there. I can't get a tractor down here. I'm gonna have to phone a friend. What a fun way to end a video, guys. We're buried up. Well, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. What a great job that cutter did. All of this cleared out. Everything was perfect until Dummy decided to cross this wet spot right here. It's just swampy right there. I should have known better. As soon as it dropped in there, the back of the loader hit it, and that was it. Well, thanks a lot. I hear the cows moving up the hill. I guess I got to go take care of the cows. We'll see you guys next time on the Stoney Ridge. I'll let you know how this goes. Oh man, the next step is to get the grapple and get in here and clean up some of this. I think we may take a little chainsaw, hack all these little guys down and leave about 35 feet between our trees. And this will be silvo pasture for the cows to graze sometime in the lifetime of this farm on the Stoney Ridge. That is not cool. I don't know. Let me know what you think. See you guys next time. Woo! You guys have probably never been. I hear you. Pow! That worked. Yeah, I got rid of that blue jay. Hey, hush up, blue jay. I mean, we are boogieing down. Boogie, 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 boogie down. Mosquitoes bit me. The mosquitoes are so bad. Oh my God.